Good afternoon, y'all. On this Friday, it's King J.O., the OG, keeping intelligently near God, just another year older, the Oracle of God. I'm guessing as these travels I've been on, and these days and weeks since I first started doing these videos, hopefully I've, reached into and touched some people's, imaginations, their minds, their hearts, souls, get y'all start seeing things on the right page. This particular video is just for me building on some of the stuff I've done in recent time, because I might not go back to see the videos I've done like that, see the, the wisdom that I dropped off. But see, what limits me sometimes, and this is, like I said, sometimes, is literally what input am I getting from anyone else. Now, trust me, everything isn't good input, and I don't want just anything from anybody, as y'all well know how this goes. But this is what I'm trying to show people. You have to be able to critically think. So, I got a brother that, he had reached out to me before, and, we talk on Facebook. And it's like, I am not the template of all human beings, as nobody else is that same role model for me. And I will be the one to tell you how this works out, because until you understand your role, then what are you really doing? And a lot of things are coming out in society that people still don't want to, like I said, I know where I sit at and what I see. Now, for me to sit up here and tell someone the levels that I see at all the time, it would be, maybe discouraging to some. I don't really even talk down to people. See, that's the whole point. What I stand on, well, when you stand on the eternal, the righteous, the infinite, I mean, how high do you think that you're sitting when you talk to people? And people will sit up here and try to tell you that, they feel some kind of way, but most people do not care how you feel about what they say to you. They don't care how you feel. They don't even look, if you ask them their opinion of you, I guess we'd have to go from there and then go there, because that's mostly what people do. They give an opinion, and if you're intelligent and you run down the line of what an opinion is, what do you have? You need an opinion, you need facts. I need experience. I need, some cause and effects, that's been written down, like how you do in science when you study things. But no, people come to you with their feelings about nothing. And most of it is pre-programmed from social media and the wickedness that you take for normal every day. And this isn't like a, like a self-help class, although look, I'm always here to help in some capacity, but it's not for me to physically exert myself all the time, or for me to have to use all of my time, because I put this knowledge here for all of humanity to learn. And that's the whole point. I'm just one person. And, you look at everything else and you're going to wonder, like I said, I don't know about this monkey see, monkey do stuff. I understand the concepts. Don't think I don't. As I told you, I just don't step down to petty levels. You just have to talk something that really actually makes sense. And I don't mean sense, C-E-N-T-S. That don't mean nothing. We're talking about things that actually are going to be beneficial in this world. Not to sit up here and pacify people. Not to sit up here, and mislead people. The life that we're living, y'all are not seeing that it is now degrading down to where, you got booby traps and all kinds of things at almost every level of your life. And most people will not understand what I'm talking about, because if you're fooled by thinking that the only thing that really matters down here is what? Taking care of your body? What, just having money in your pocket? What, it's having that, that popular relationship that everybody wants to be, you and your man, you and your girl, you and your kids, whatever the case may be. It's never been just all about that, because see, you still had to give that the essential part of who are you with that? What did you put in? Where did you give your glory, praise, and honor in the directions that it's supposed to be going? And what do you actually stand for, per se, to yourself. I mean, if you don't know about you, how you gonna know what everybody else is doing? But people accept the wickedness for normal because human beings do it. And that literally is the first thing of the monkey see, monkey do concept. I'm going to tell you that, yeah, you don't know me if that's what you think I got an issue with, or you think I play around with that. I don't do none of that. I know exactly what, well, maybe not who exactly, but see, I know what exactly is going on for me not to be wicked like most of the rest of these people. And people will hate you for that. See, and now, you know, if you talk to people, how many of them did enough soul searching to actually think for themselves? I'm going to tell you it's not many at all. Because they're going to come out and want to jack a particular gender. They're going to come out and want to jack a particular feeling. Like I told you, and that's worth nothing. Not to the Most High God, especially when it's not, has nothing to do with being righteous, has nothing to do with being good as He created us. So, like I said, I'm not here to debate that with nobody. You should have read this stuff. You should know that stuff. Somebody should have told you that stuff. And I've said it multiple times in videos before now. So see, if the giving of love and being about love that you're supposed to is not what you're about, what, I'm supposed to make you understand? Look, I'm already doing that. Like I said, I don't ask for nobody's advice, which is why I don't even sit up here and criticize anybody else's work. I just know it's not mine. See, that's the whole point. It wasn't my work. And when you're done seeing my work, you're going to understand that this is real. Everything that has gone through to a certain existence has been real. But how do you affect somebody else's life? Well, I try not to do it negatively. But see, that's the problem. See, you know, we all need time to ourselves, and then we all need time possibly building with others. And all of these things that they're supposed to be done righteously are not being permitted. People want to be in their feelings more than they want to be in reality. People want to sit up here and, you know, try to dish out justice for things that they should have nothing to do with. Matter of fact, they even put their minds to some of these things that they have nothing to do with. And haven't even learned how to process things themselves. So like I said, the balance of the scales of what is just is already messed up. That people don't want to do what's right, and it's because people ain't doing right and they can see it. And that's really where everything is going to go as we keep spiraling forward. People will keep picking things to persecute each other on. And I'm going to call it that because that's literally what it is. That's what God has established it to be, and He said His children are going to suffer it. So, you know, when I have to hear from other people that are still stuck on the same wickedness that you see and you think is normal, you know, like I'm saying, where are you at with me? Where are you at with the world? Because the timing already shows you it's been going on. So now the problem is, you know, it's not going to solve itself. And, you know, we're not treating each other as we're supposed to. As I said, whatever they're teaching people, the foundations of humanity, they're not teaching you right. And I've said it. Look, who you want me to sit down at the table with? Because believe me, they're not going to love you for who you are. I don't care what they say. I'll be the one. Because let them sit down at the table with me. We could do, you know, like one of these video chats. But the point is, I'm going to expose to you how much people really don't give a damn about you. I can tell you that now. You sit down to me with anybody over here making these decisions of what is affecting multiple hundreds and thousands and millions of people, and I guarantee you they have no heart for what is other people. Like that. Look, you got to pretend. How long has acting been going on, doing plays and stuff? Acting been going on ever since before they even had these laws. So you think another human being could tell me what? The fact that you didn't want to get down and understand what it is that you do with yourself and what we're supposed to be doing every day, and you want to sit up here and want me to have an emotional response to sit up here and say that, look, like I told you, I'm just me. I want y'all to get up here. See, you take nothing seriously until it's you. And that's why I tell people, you ain't been a pallbearer enough times. You ain't put enough people in the ground. You haven't had to go visit people in the hospital and in jail enough to understand what the realness of life and what it is that people are doing and saying and is not right. And they'll tell you to stand up, but they ain't going to stand up for you. They're not going to stand up for what you stand for. They're not going to stand up for the Most High God and His other creations. They will sit here and play the game that the devil has taught them. Use people, abuse people, and act like you king of the world when you're not. Queen of the world when you're not. And see, that's where the main problem is, because you got so many other reflections running around here. How dare you make yourself so special to who? See, I'm not that special as far as that goes. I got a body. But I know the knowledge and wisdom that I speak, what I've learned to understand and what I'm giving back to y'all, there is no other. No other. You can reference where I'm getting my wisdom, but there is no other. See, people are going to tell me their names, tell me their jobs, their children, all that other stuff. But I can't be as unique as you. Yeah, imagine that. The problem is that you're not going to be as unique as me. You're not going to get out here and teach what I teach. You're not going to get out here and say what I say. You're going to say something else, and I ain't worried about being popular. The only person I need to be popular with is the one that's going to save my soul. Y'all can do what y'all want. And then want to come back to me and think that we have the same mindset. The foundation I stand on is not what most of these people stand on. As I said, you ain't got to go back and do much research. The only thing you're going to find is all the same drama, which is why you just watch my videos and you will get where things are going and what is really good and evil. See, because even the people who knew me, my family, my whole life, they can't tell what? They can't even sit down and talk to me like most people here. Ain't no difference. Human is human. See, you denying somebody else's uniqueness is the same thing as you feeling disrespected and somebody denying yours. So why are people still doing it? Even right now. So that's why I'll tell you. That's why there's only one King J.O., the OG. How there gonna be another? Don't none of y'all want to serve God like me. And none of you are gonna speak as I speak. You can't. Because you'd have to be me, and you're not. And I'm not you. But see, if we chop stuff up in the same spirit of the Most High, we may get a whole lot of things done. Which is not what's happening. Trust me, they're making plans for war, plans for everything else. They're not trying to have plans of making people more righteous, which is what God's word is all about and what you're supposed to do with your life in the first place. See, I spoke it. How many of y'all gonna take that and believe it? I don't know. But that's what's been going on. See, and they only reference this stuff when they want y'all to placate to the crap that they do. This is where they're gonna reference people like Martin Luther King, people like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Christ, if you want to put him there too. That's how they reference that, to keep you docile and passive in your own ways, that you're not gonna live like a child of God. Now, see, you could play this for them whenever, because see, the history already reflects that they have the inability to do righteous work as God has established for us to do. This is why we're here. This is where we're now. I don't care who they are. I don't care who anyone else is. You don't love anybody, then what would you be sitting up here commenting and worry about what I'm talking for? Because see, life is not going to keep continuing. Y'all ain't going to be enjoying it like that. You know? That's what I'm telling you. There's nothing but love for most people, but even then, still, how many of y'all are really actually people that can think for yourselves? You know, you're going to see as the world tries to crack down with its own conscience on y'all. And maybe even on me for all I know. But I can guarantee you it's coming from most of y'all that are really tearing stuff up stupidly. They're trying to act like they are God's hand doing his work, but they're not. This is why I speak what I speak, I live how I live, and you're going to sit up here and watch these people that are having fun all this time or whatever they're doing while watching your people struggle, while watching your people fight like crabs in a barrel. They're going to sit here, and try to tell you like they was right, and they not. All you got to do is look into their families and what they've been hiding, and so on and so forth. It's nothing new. This is why only real people could get with me. And I don't know what your definition of real is, but see, if you're against anyone else, period, as far as God is established, then what are you telling me? Like I said, I don't have time for the vanities. I don't have time for the egos. Because there's nothing that nobody gained or lost in here that's going to be greater than anyone else other than your life. But if you allowed that to happen, don't sit up here and try to act like you're me, because you can't be me. I can't be you. The only thing I know is I've got the knowledge and the wisdom to not do that crap, not go into it. I just don't control the world, as does no one else. So, as I told you, there's no one realer than me that's going to get on here and do what? The only thing they're going to do is run their mouths, because the world is where it's at. The history is what it is. And this is the present, and the present is, there is no one speaking wiser than what I can give you. Yeah, there's different topics. There's other people that could do certain things like me, but only one person is touching what I touch. See, and y'all will see that. Ain't nothing realer than me, other than the Most High God that created me and what He said. See, I don't understand when people keep trying to put themselves like they're bigger than what. But, you know, y'all will learn. Some of you, you know, it is what it is. Because the days, now that the sunlight's getting longer out here, you know, we passed the beginning of winter. It shows you that people do not give a rat's about each other day by day by day by day. If I had to look at how the government's trying to parent people, look at how society's trying to parent people, ain't none of these people got the righteous base of what we're supposed to be doing. And y'all still playing this same game. This is well over 20, 30 years. So, look, I don't care who it is that's going to want to sit up here and talk to me about anything. The only thing you're going to mention is certain physical facts and vanities. And I'm going to tell you it's vanities because we wouldn't be right here right now today in this time with these problems, and even more so if those things weren't vanity. You want to hear about how much money you made last year, and we still dying like this now? As I said, what kind of crap is that? And you think that's going to get written down when you get up there and get judged by God? He doesn't care for your money. So, you know, look, what you want. And I'm not picking on nobody. I'm telling you the straight truth. That's all you can take. Actually, that's all I give. I don't know what you can take. Because I know most people can't take the truth. That's why the world is still the way it is. Because the wicked want to be wicked and don't want to say they are. Some will. But most of them won't. Because most of them are doing it and don't even know they're doing it. And people are going to tell me, hey, how should I be expressing the love and the wisdom that God has? Yeah, I can't take all of it. I don't even think I can. But I know what I do know. I still have to not water it down, but I have to hold back certain things because y'all, look, if you ain't righteous minded, first off, you wouldn't even understand that. I mean, you wouldn't even get the concept. Matter of fact, that is half of that. Because if you don't have a righteous mind, you won't even understand the true goodness that God is. But see, now you want people that want you to have to describe the psychology behind the wicked people. Y'all don't see what it is. It's blatant what it is. They don't care, or they don't want to know and love the Most High. It's one of the two. See, you can't make these people understand the simple concept. No God, no us, no science. And I've said it from my first video. Everything is a science after the Word of God. Everything. So now, like I said, no man's going to tell me nothing. And I told you, even the wickedness people do is a science. Whether it's what you talk, what time you're going to do it, how you going to do it. Somebody else had to do it first. That's why you know what it is. So I'm not going to go back to the simple mindedness of anyone else. As I said, don't bring me down to no ignorant person's level of that. I am the one for doing what I do. Because I understand, I overstand. Now I give it back to you. That's why I'm saying somebody wants to love me back, chop some stuff up, but I'm not the one for promoting none of what the devil's doing. So, just another love video for y'all to get back on track. Going into this Sabbath. Yep, like I said, love each other better, or you surely will be destroying each other better. King J.O. the OG. I'm out.